Aloha! For the first time in more than 30 years, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development is initiating mortgage reforms that will help consumers shop for the lowest mortgage rate and avoid potentially harmful loans. Effective January 2010, HUD will require that lenders and mortgage brokers provide consumers with a standard good faith estimate, also known as a GFE. HUD estimates that its new regulation will save consumers nearly $700 of closing costs. This change in the regulatory requirements of RESPA, the Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, improves disclosure of the loan terms and closing costs that consumers pay when they buy or refinance their home. Many people simply don't understand all the fine print of their mortgages, and some argue that this is at the heart of today's mortgage crisis. The new forms are designed to simplify and improve the process of obtaining mortgages. It requires timely and effective disclosures related to mortgage settlement costs, protecting the consumer from unnecessarily high charges. A new third page has been added to the modified HUD 1 form to compare those estimated figures from the GFE with the actual figures from the HUD statement. Each designated line on the final HUD 1 will now include a reference to the relevant line from the GFE. Borrowers will now be able to easily compare their estimated costs with their actual costs. Although the new rules become effective January 2010, some lenders have indicated that they intend to initiate the changes in early December. The process flow for a typical sale transaction includes these steps. Once the buyer and seller have completed contract negotiations and have signed the contract, the buyer will contact a loan originator. The loan originator can be either a mortgage broker or the lender. The borrower will provide the originator with Social Security number, loan amount, estimated property value, monthly income, and any other information required by the originator. The originator will pull a credit report. Now, if the credit report is favorable, the originator will obtain estimated settlement charges from various service providers. Based on these estimates of required services and on the originator's fees, a GFE will be issued. The originator has 3 business days to complete and provide the GFE to the borrower. The borrower can shop around or could negotiate interest rates and closing costs with the originator. The borrower then has 10 business days to inform the originator of his or her intent to go forward with the loan based on the information in the GFE. Now remember, a GFE is not a loan commitment. Under the new RESPA rules, the borrower has comfort in knowing that certain GFE quoted charges have a 0 tolerance, cannot increase by even 1 cent, and certain GFE quoted charges have a 10% increase tolerance. If the loan is approved, the lender will send the settlement agent, escrow, the loan figures along with the GFE figures. The settlement agent will prepare the tentative HUD 1, which will include a comparison of those GFE figures and the actual figures. The settlement agent will forward this tentative HUD 1 to the lender to review for the tolerance violations. It is the lender's responsibility to cure any tolerances, either by a lender credit reflected on the HUD or by a reimbursement by the lender to the borrower, and this must happen within 30 days of closing. We anticipate that there will be some confusion, even a little drama during the first quarter of 2010, at least until borrowers, lenders, agents, escrow, and anyone else involved in a real estate transaction become familiar with the new rules and forms.